So we got a little bit different of a video this week. So
No.
yeah, we did.
You can't do it like that.
So this week's video is about a phone call we got late one night. So our son is 17, and this is his RT Challenger, and he was on his way home from work. It was about 11:30, and we were sleeping. And when you look over at your phone when it's ringing in the middle of the night and you see it's your son that late, you always think the worst. So anyway, I picked up the phone and he said he just hit a deer. So he hit a deer with the car. It was,
Or a deer hit him.
or a deer hit him. Yeah. So anyway, so the conversation was, Dad, I just hit a deer. I asked him if he was okay. He said, yeah. I said, is the car running? He said, yeah. I said, is there any puddles underneath it? He said, no. I said, where are you? He goes, right down the road. And I said, all right, do we have any venison? And he said, no. So he hit the deer and the deer ran off. We didn't get any venison, but we got a pile of work to do on his car. So as you can imagine, an RT Challenger with a teenage boy, the insurance is stupid high. So we only have liability on it. So we get to fix this all ourselves. So in this video, you'll see us kind of tear it apart, which you kind of see we already did. We kind of had to assess what was wrong with it and go from there and order parts. But literally, he couldn't have hit the deer any better. And I'll show a picture of the car here. He hit it in this corner. There was absolutely nothing wrong with anything underneath it. Just the nose cone, the upper radiator core support, the fender, and some other odds and ends and stuff. But all the structural stuff, anything that was mechanical, nothing was broken on the car. It was, exception of a headlight, which the headlights on these things are like $400. So
What?
yeah.
Did we buy that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so that was probably the most expensive part of the whole thing, was replacing the headlights on this thing. Because they literally were like $400, and that was cheap compared to the OEM ones were $800. So we got the cheap one. So anyway, in this video, we're gonna try and patch it back together so that he could drive it. We're gonna do some other things on this car this year, but not in this video. This video, all we're gonna do is squirt a fender real quick. We have a hellcat hood or a hellcat nose that I had already bought for this car that we were gonna put on it this year anyway, because we were gonna paint the car this year anyway and fix some rust and some other issues he had in it. So we were planning that anyway. So we already had a nose for it. So we're gonna put that hellcat nose on it, put the new fender on it, paint that stuff.
Wait a minute. Hang on. You're saying all these things. Let me see if I know where these things are.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that a headlight goes right here.
Yeah.
Is this the grill?
It would be if the grill was
Okay,
there.
so a grill's gonna go back here.
And a new bumper, a new nose cone.
Wait, is a bumper and a grill the same thing?
No, the bumper is one thing, and then the grill goes in the bumper.
Okay, so it's like a duo. You have to have both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's something that went.
Splitter.
A what?
A splitter.
Okay, so that thing was hanging, but it wasn't dragging on the road, and it came down there, and then what's this thing called? A side
Fender.
panel.
Fender.
Oh. Fender.
Here's the parts.
Of course.
Came off it.
Okay, so
And we just bought this hellcat hood. What, 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And he hit the deer so well that he didn't touch this hood at all, which I'm glad about, even though it was probably off some hot car down in Memphis, because that was the sketchiest Facebook Marketplace deal I ever did in my life. But anyway.
But I just want y'all to know that through this, the two flies survived.
Yeah.
The two flies survived in this. And what is that? Windshield wiper fluid?
Yeah.
Hey, you got it right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're okay. They're fine.
And these things right here that went on the core support are actually the triggers, the sensors for the airbag. So had he would have hit it any farther over,
Hey, bring that thing up
He would have hit the airbag sensor.
Okay, so I feel like this is really important, okay? So see what we're talking about here? They made it, okay, and then he was saying that this right here.
That's the airbag sensor. There's one on either side, right at the upper core support. And he missed both of them.
Yeah.
That would have been an airbag, lot more work, a lot more trouble.
So, yeah, he was extremely lucky on that.
Yeah.
But
and we thought this horn was bent, but it wasn't. I thought it was bent by looking at it, but it wasn't because the other one's the same way.
okay.
Yeah.
What's this thing?
That's the hood latch.
Oh.
That goes all back together on that new core support.
Okay.
So anyway.
So on your next video drop, apparently that's what it's called and not an episode. On the next video drop.
No, on this one. Because when they're watching it, it's this one.
Okay, y'all, I'm new. So on this video drop, not episode, you're going to see a little bit of the work being done to the Challenger.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, all we're going to do is just patch it together so we can drive it so he's not driving my truck anymore.
It's going to be hillbillied?
No.
You said pat?
It'll be black. But we got to fix. He's going to have to take the decals off because this is going to have a decal on it. So all the decals on the car have to come off. Which he's got to take off anyway to paint it. Because we got to fix that rust on either side of it.
All right, so stay longer than 4 minutes so you can watch the whole video to see how this all goes down.
Well, in everyone's defense, the 4 minutes, the audio on that last video was really bad.
Okay, but I just want to
fault.
say that I know y'all enjoyed the first 45 seconds to a minute of you Southern girl getting in these videos. Oh, yes, videos. I said it right that time. So
Episode.
that's what I called it. You said I needed to call it a video drop. So stay on the video longer to see how this turns out.
And like and subscribe and comment.
Yes, subscribe. Because he spends a lot of money doing this. Or not a lot of money. He spent a lot of time doing this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I spend money on stuff I was going to spend money on anyway. The video is just them bringing everyone else along for the ride.
Okay, y'all.
And watching me waste money on garbage. Like that.
Okay, we ain't talking about all that. All right, y'all. Catch this video.
Like that. My wife's favorite car right there. Look at it. Right there it is. Can you believe they were going to crush that car?
All right, so stay tuned to see the progress.
And cut. What happened? You street racing?
Shut up.
You street racing, lost control, weren't you? Don't pull it off because you'll kink the fender over there. Looks rough. There's a bolt right here. And there's probably some more along this edge. You see this edge is tweaked right here? So you need to go grab the jack.
we got the new core support in, so today I'm going to go ahead and throw it on there real quick. Huh. Wow. It's actually pretty impressed. Huh. That's probably the first panel I've ever ordered and got that is actually not all beat to crap. Huh. That's good. It's really good. We'll test fit it. We'll test fit it here, guys. So we got this front nose in a while ago, and it was probably folded at one point. Right there. See how terrible that is? So, just get you some of these. I'll show you. Here, Ben. Come on here like this. Across this plane.
I'm trying to keep my finger out of the. Oops.
Towards the edge. Clamp that down. Yeah, come on. 1,000 times better. Let that sit on there for a few days. We got a heat gun that we'll hit it with later. Alright. Wait and see how it turns out. Bingo.
Oh gosh.
We pulled the thing up front and kind of buffed it where the stripe was. Looks better, not perfect, but better. But we're gonna take these Challenger badges off. I'll show you how to do that. So you just get a piece of fishing line. Get you a piece of fishing line. Get it up underneath it. Just like that. Back and forth. Close to the panels you can get. Take it right off. There you go. Off. WD-40. Right off. WD-40, all you need. Take it right off. Alright guys, it's early Sunday morning. I came in last night and sanded this bumper down with 600 so that we could spray it this morning. There is a little weather coming in later today, so we want to get this done. Wind's supposed to kick up. And in my cheap little tin building here, wind and paint doesn't usually go too well together. It just drops dust and everything. So we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, shake up some paint, do a chemical wash on it real quick, and then after that, what you do on these plastic parts, what you do on the plastic parts is you need a adhesion wipe. So PPG makes this adhesion wipe. You wipe that down right before you spray. You let it dry off, and then you spray. So anyway, here it is. Alrighty, there we go. Just waiting for this to flash off. Once it flashes off, we'll throw the clear on it. Hey guys, I'm going to show you a little hack here. You don't need any big expensive paint lights for your gun. This is literally just one of those little lights that has the elastic that goes around your head. I just take a zip tie. I zip tie it to my gun. Works perfect because I'm getting old now. I can't see anymore. So I need more light to paint with. Little hack for you. That's good enough right there. That'll be just fine. Good enough for what it's for. For sure. Alright. Turn off the lights. Flip this off. Flash off. We'll be good. Alright guys, hey, I decided just to shoot this fender. It's not going to take that long. Probably took longer to tape it and wait in between coats. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot this fender. That way it's done. I don't have to worry about it. We don't have to hurry to paint his car. He's driving a car all one color. So here we go. Not going to do a lot to this thing. Again, we're going to paint this car this year anyway. I'm just going to scratch this thing real quick. The fender's actually pretty straight already. So all I'm going to do is use a scuff pad and just scratch this up just to get the sheen off of it. And we're going to shoot it. Alright, you remember first coat's always light. With the dust. Alright.
All right, that's good enough for what it is. We can't have it too glassy or it won't match the rest of the car. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So this wonderful kit here was, of course, the absolute cheapest hellcat bumper kit that we could find on the internet. So it doesn't come with any hardware to put these things on here. So we're gonna do what any other normal red-blooded human would do. We're gonna zip tie it. But yeah, getting these corner pieces in was absolutely terrible. Those pieces right there, that clip right there, terrible. Anyway, we got it on. It's in, it's done. All right. Well, y'all are probably wondering, hey Taylor, didn't you already have that all painted? Why do you have that taped up again? Let me show you. Yeah. It was standing up in front of the car and it fell over. So, I get to fix this. Do I look excited? Yep. Just added 2 more days to the timeline of getting this thing done. All because I was in a hurry. Sat it in front of the car. Didn't put it on the blanket. Trying to rush, get the nose on it. Fell over. Hey, kids. If you're thinking about doing paint and body work, here's the first advice I can give you. Before you buy a piece of sandpaper, a dolly, a hammer, a sander, a sanding block, anything, go to some garage sales. Get some hammers, some old wrenches, old screwdrivers. Probably hammers and wrenches are probably the best 2 that you can get. Just get the cheap ones at the garage sale. Keep them on hand. And then, start buying your tools for painting and everything you need to paint. But always keep that old hammer or an old wrench close by. So when something like this happens, you can just grab a wrench and just toss it off into the woods or toss it off into the field or throw it. That'll make you feel a little better. It's not going to help anything. It's not going to take away any time, but you're going to feel a little better. There's some advice for you. Life lesson. One thing paint and body work shows me over and over and over and over again. When you try to hurry, it adds more time every time. And this is my fault. Here we go. All right, well, here's bumper cover round 2, unfortunately. We'll see if we can get it on without scratching it this time, or without having it fall over. Because that sucked. So, anyway. Bumper cover round 2. See if we can get it on without scratching it. We'll get the lights off in here. So we're just lining up. Okay, go up. on there. Pull out on the bottom. Pull out on that edge. Come over here. See how this is? Pull out on that. That's it. This thing should be in here. And then you can push it up with it. That frame's one. That frame's one hidden. We gotta pull it back off. Right? Nice and easy. Alright, so anyone swapping a hellcat bumper? Hellcat, come on. It doesn't fit. Right, son?
You really need to put one up.
You will need it. You won't need it until the top of the morning.
I just say that this bumper, you know. This.
Look at this, yeah. So we got to pull it out a lot. But we're gonna have the real rail on.
Restricted about what they can have on that list. And it showed like all of the projected. Have to check plan for a backwards clip. Yeah. But you can see from on both sides kind of towards that.
There we go. Alright, look here.
Yeah.
All right, we are at a buddy's. We have been looking for a set of tail lights and a rear bumper to do this 15 to current rear tail swap on Carson's Challenger. So while we got it down, we figured since my buddy's got this car out here, he's letting us nab these tail lights and bumper cover off here, and we're going to go ahead and do the tail swap. And maybe if we get lucky, maybe you won't have to paint it, but I don't know, we'll see. But here we go. All right, everybody, we are in the middle of this tail swap. So a pre-14 Challenger to a 2015 and up tail light and bumper swap. And we discovered that you have to change the crash bar, and let me show you why. So this top aluminum one is out of the 2015 and up. The bottom one is out of the our Challenger 2013 Challenger, and it's about a ½ inch wider, and that is what is hitting the new bumper cover when you try to put it on. So you probably could have hacked up that bumper cover, cut some inner structure out to get it to fit, but I didn't want to do that. This car was at a friend's scrapyard, so we could get anything we wanted off of it, so there wasn't much left of it. So we went and grabbed the crash bar. We're just going to switch the crash bar out so we don't have any trouble. So anyone that doing a rear tail bumper swap, you have to change the crash bar, just so you know. So another thing here, the bolts don't line up. The bottom ones do, top ones don't. I'm just gonna hack them off with a grinder. Done with it. They don't line up. Anyway. Good morning. Let's do it. All right, well, that did it. All we had to do was cut those bolts off and change the crash bar, and it's going where it needs to go, where before it was not moving up into place. The crash bar was actually hitting the bumper down here, right down here was hitting it. So looks like it's going where it needs to go. So now that we got it test fitted, we can pull it off here and scratch it up, paint it real quick, and get ready for to put it on. All right. Let me just explain to you guys again what I did. So this here is the harness out of the new 15 and up car. This plug right here is different than the plug on the 14 and down. So the plugs for the license plate light is different in the 15 and up, and the plugs for the side marker light and blinker light is different. So I was able to get this old harness out of the car, and I cut the ends off for the license plate light and the blinkers, the side marker lights, and I grafted them into the old harness. This is the license plate light, blinker light, grafted it into the old harness so that all the new lights and plugs will work with the old harness. So anyway, this looks like the same plug, but I don't think it is. Yeah, sure, it looks really close. It's really close. These might plug into the reverse sensor things, but we'll see, I guess. But if not, we got all these plugs to put on. But anyway, this is ready to go, ready to get put in once the bumper's ready. The good part about it is it's already black, so you know, I was hoping to not have to paint it, but if they're looking at it, I was like, man, it's got paint. Yeah, it's out. Right on the thing. And get all scratched up. The first thing you're doing is getting this. Lining this up with the angle where it's lined up, put it down. But you want to kind of push the bumper in. Okay. Just hold it right there and go over here with the brake. Just like that. It's not the bumper. So what you're doing is you get this in up here, and you're gonna push this in like that. Same thing like that. Snap that in. All right, everyone, for connecting the new taillights, the 15 and up to the 14 and down, rather than try and figure out the wiring, you can go online and buy this kit. Just like that. I will post a link in one of the comments here so that you can see what kit this is, but you can find it on eBay. Yeah, they're a little pricey for what it is, so it's about $150 for this. But anyway, it saves some time trying to figure some things out. But it's all plug and play. These here are for the side lights. This is the only wiring you have to do is on. This just comes off. So the only wiring you have to do is these two right here. So it looks like yellow goes to gray and black goes to blue, even though on the instructions there is no blue wire. It's a gray and a black, but we're gonna stick with the yellow going to gray and yellow going to gray, black going to blue. But anyway, we'll see if it works. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll do this real quick. Oh, and just so y'all know, my wife absolutely loves it when I do this stuff in the house, just in case you guys are wondering. She loves it. Alright, these get hot. Resistors get hot. So I'm just going to tuck it back in between the quarter panel and the side of the car so that it's not against any of the insulation in the trunk. Alrighty, we did order some new taillights. See, the heat kind of got to these in the fire, so we bought these two ends. This one's got some drip on it, but to get it back together, to get it where he can drive it, I'm gonna put these in. Go through blinkers, brakes, lights. Well, they flash, so that's good. like it works. You like it?
Yeah.
Looks like a new one.
What's up with the trunk mixed up on this?
Yeah, we're gonna try and pull that down. There's a bolt in there, a screw that holds that in. We'll try and pull that back and then tighten it back up. If not, it is what it is. The trunk comes down a little bit, but the latch needs to move, you know, to bring the trunk down. Because these are level up here. But
Well, that's gonna get on my nerves.
what? That's how they are.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're orange, and your marker lights, your front marker lights are orange, and your rears are red. That's how they all are. Well, I didn't realize that those don't blink.
What?
Those,
What?
the side marker lights, they don't blink.
You don't think?
No. Which is weird to me. Why they wouldn't blink. So the only thing that we gotta wait for yet is the tail light, the two end tail lights, the camera mount, and then the wings got to come back off. The camera needs to get put in there, and then hey, did they have are they sequential lights when you turn on your blinker? Turn on your blinker and walk back there, because they're not sequential.
Did I just think?
Yeah,
I don't think they're usually sequential.
they were in your VLAN once.
I feel like that's right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, they work. Yeah. Boy, I'm glad this thing's back together. Oh, and the front mud flaps need to go on it yet.
What?
The front mud flaps need to go on it yet.
Oh, yeah. They do look nice with the mud flaps on
I let that wheel sticking out like super far out from the side of that mud flap.
it. It looks nice, though. Maybe that just means we have to get the wide body kit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's right.
It's right?
That's right.
Okay, that's good. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean it up real quick. Alrighty, here it is. It's raining, it's nasty, but the car's done. Well, for the most part. We still got a few things we need to do to it yet, but it's good enough where you can drive it again. So, yeah. It's raining out here bad, but again, we just need to change these side tail lights out, get the camera and the new spoiler, and it's done.